We've got another project going on.
Yes.
It's CoCoRaHS.
Being the citizen scientist, this is the CoCoRaHS gauge that they recommend that you purchase and place in a place where it's level. And every day I come out and look to see if there's any water from rain, or even sometimes just like this morning, the morning precipitation. And this tube represents 1 inch.
Oh, they say that.
The tube represents 1 inch of rain, but it's calibrated so that we can go down to like 0.12 inches or 0.13 inches. So I'll pull it out. I'll pull the tube out if there's any liquid in it and empty it after I see the measurement and place it back in here. They ask that you measure your precipitation about the same time every morning, and it's done daily. And there is a CoCoRaHS app that I also have on my phone, so I can actually stand out here and enter my number into the app for the national database.
How much have you gotten this month?
Not much. Let me just get to my app. The cool thing about the app on the phone is you can actually see your history.
Let me see the app on the phone.
Okay, let me get to my page. Okay, this would be the report page. Is that for the sun? This is the report page, and I've already sent in my report this morning. And basically, I'm just make sure it's the right date. The time that I enter is usually 8:01, and then the amount of measured precipitation in the tube, and then it's submit, and it is submitted to a national database. But I also am able to pull up my history. So if you can see,
I hope it's not too glaring. I think it's.
On the 11th, the 10th and 11th, I had almost 0.5 inch of rain.
I see.
It can go all the way back. There was a period when we had a little bit more rain, December 19th, 0.66 inches. But I can get the history. I don't have a system set up to collect a monthly number, but I can go back to the history and actually find out if I wanted. But we don't have a lot of precipitation since October. As you can see, the entrance. If there's a trace of water in the bottom of the tube that doesn't even measure 0.00. It's just a trace. The interesting days were when we had snow, and I came out here and my cone, this was full of snow. So the procedure is that I take the funnel and the tube, which had some liquid in it, and I take it inside and allow the water to melt, the snow to melt, and then I'll see how much precipitation.
Well, interesting.
There are a few huge rains that we've had overnight and during the day where the tube is over 1 inch, and so what happens is remaining water flows into the larger cylinder.
Oh, I see.
And then the way to measure that is remove the funnel, make sure I have only 1 inch in this, empty, and then this comes off, and I take the remaining water and put it back in this tube. So I'll have 2 tube measurements that would equal the amount of rainfall
I see.
in that 24-hour period. So this is a 24-hour period measurement.
So how do people sign up for CoCoRaHS?
CoCoRaHS has a website that you can register as a volunteer. You put in your location, they determine your latitude, longitude, and they know where you are on the U.S. map, and then that's your collection point, which is synthesized, collated with data from all kinds of sites. There are citizen scientists in the hill country doing this measurement. And we get sometimes like this morning was very foggy, and if the fog had continued through the day, I might have had a trace, because this funnel will actually collect some of that moisture.
I see.
There's a place on the data page that I can indicate that the trace was related to a foggy morning, as information for the climatologists that are reading the information.
Okay.
I think CoCoRaHS is based in Colorado. They have periodic emails and monthly reports, lots of graphs and charts to show what the precipitation patterns are, and noting if there's any newsworthy changes in patterns over time.
I see. Well, thanks, Cheryl.
Yeah, you're welcome.